The girl and Close Connection, and here they come onto the course proper now. Coming along to about the 600-metre mark, and Base Camp in front and pulling a half length to My Day. On the inside is Mr. Somebody, and then a length further back Fayette County is angled over onto the rails. Just in front of it at this stage is still there, and out 3 deep Ben Battle looking for somewhere to go. He's going to go up and join the leader. 2 lengths to Equity Girl and a length and a half Close Connection. Down by the distance the first time, and the leader here is now My Day, has worked over to the rails to be just in front of Ben Battle and a half length away on the in. Oh, there's one broken down. One has broken down, and that is Mr. Somebody, the boy trying to pull it up. He has pulled it up now as they get to, it's broken its foreleg. As they go out of the straight, and My Day in front caused a little bit of interference, but not much. And My Day led about a length to in second placing Ben Battle, a half length Base Camp, a length and a half still there. 3 or 4 lengths Fayette County, a length and a half Equity Girl, and last of all is Close Connection. They've pulled this horse up. They've got to get him away off the track, though. As they go into the back stretch now with about 2,000 to go, My Day in front, settled reasonably well. 3 parts to Ben Battle, a length and a half Base Camp, a half to Still There. 6 lengths to Fayette County, another 3 or 4 lengths away Equity Girl, and 1 to Close Connection. As they travel along by the 1,800 towards the 1,600, and My Day in front, travelling well. Led 3 parts to Ben Battle, a length away Base Camp, a half Still There. Only 2 lengths as they slow up now to Fayette County and Close Connection, and 1 away last Equity Girl. 1,400 to go, and 6 lengths covered the field. The leader is My Day, about a neck in front now from on the outside, Ben Battle. Length and a half further back is Base Camp and Still There. 2 lengths to Close Connection, a half to Fayette County, 1 and a half to Equity Girl. They go towards the 1,200. My Day still the leader, about a neck, a half length to Ben Battle. He's travelled well, the leader. A length and a half Base Camp, a neck to Still There, 1 and a half Fayette County, a half Close Connection. Willits is still biding his time on Equity Girl. It's about 2 lengths away last at the 1,000. The leader, My Day. Now, it slipped away from Ben Battle, who might have run his race. He's a length and a half away, hard ridden. 1 to Base Camp, getting up on the fence. Still There's had it. Then Close Connection, Fayette County being scrubbed along, going up along the rails, and 2 lengths Equity Girl. Who's going to stay best? Base Camp out after the leader, My Day, who got a flick with the whip at the 700. Led 3 parts now to Base Camp, a length and a half Fayette County, who's flat. Close Connection forced about 6 wide for Equity Girl, going around them with Still There. In the straight, My Day led 2 lengths. Fayette County got up on the inside to be second. Here's Equity Girl putting in its run out wider. However, My Day clear. 2 lengths to Fayette County. Equity Girl's run past it now to tackle the leader quickly. And it's My Day tackled by Equity Girl. Fayette County got cut off full to the outside, but Equity Girl went straight to the lead. From in second place, My Day. 2 lengths Fayette County, and Still There battling on. But Equity Girl's going to win and win it easily. Comes down to the line to win by nearly 3 lengths to My Day. Fayette County battled on for third, about a half length away. Still There was fourth, a good gap, Close Connection and Base Camp. And Ben Battle is 100 yards away in last placing.
Moving up in Brisbane.
Official placings for the Duke of Norfolk Stakes, a patient ride by Gary Willits. Again on Equity Girl, and it's won the day well. Number 4, Equity Girl, G. Willits first. It's won the money from number 2, My Day, S.D. Marshall, and number 3, Fayette County, P. Highland, every chance third. 4, 2 and 3, the winner Just Too Good. They've run 3:20.5 in the Duke of Norfolk, the 25th of the series. The winner of the race, number 4, Equity Girl, 195.75, the should pay.
Racing in Brisbane.
Threw his head in the air and was
60, Quinella 255, trifecta 1070, and the double $22.50. 4, 2 and 3. Impressive win to Equity Girl. Race 7.
They're all set. They're racing. Lagan a little slow away. Didn't miss it by that much. Port Tradition away quickly. Just a Commoner, Flighty Native, and Opal Digger away, striding out well. And Lockley's Daughter runs to those from Lord Vane, Foolish Notion. Nouvelle's back third last with Saratov. And a length and a half to 2 away came Lagana. Port Tradition on top, a length in front of Opal Digger. Just a Commoner, Flighty Native. Around the outside of those, Lockley's Daughter, Foolish Notion, squeezing between horses. 2 to Lord Vane, ridden up. A length and a half, Nouvelle. Then a length away behind those, Saratov and 2 away last of all, Lagana. They've gone keenly. Port Tradition the leader, but Opal Digger goes up to have a claim. 2 lengths away behind those, Just a Commoner, Flighty Native, Foolish Notion, Lord Vane in a pocket on the inside of Lockley's daughter. Nouvelle's well back on the swing as they turn for home, and then came Saratov, and last is Lagana. Opal Digger worrying Port Tradition out of the race at the 400-metre mark. They're cutting 3 in front of Flighty Native, followed then by Just a Commoner. Then came Foolish Notion. Nouvelle hooks to the extreme centre of the track, but it's a mile back, and it's still Port Tradition from Opal Digger. Flighty Native getting up on the inside. It's Flighty Native coming at them. Opal Digger just in front. Flighty Native getting through on the inside. Opal Digger grabbed by Flighty Native. Flighty Native might have bobbed, but I don't know. Nothing in this, Flighty Native or Opal Digger. And then came, there's a stack of them for the miners, including Foolish Notion, but I'm not so sure.
7-1, and almost take your pick for third. There was quite a few of them vying for that third prize money. Foolish Notion was one of them, and of course one of the others was Just a Commoner, which was close up in the race. Flighty Native perhaps first in front of number 1 Opal Digger, and there's a 3-way photo for the third placing. That's Victoria Park, race number 6. Phil Gibbs.
Yes, and we have a...
Event in Victoria Park, Flighty Native the winner, $16.95 and $2.80. Opal Digger second, 75 cents, and third 8 Foolish Notion, $1.15. The Quinella 35.50, correct weight is there. Trifecta 935.80, and the Daily Double paid $137.75. 718, race number 6 at Victoria Park. The next event in Adelaide, it's race number 7.
It's 7-2. A great hope if he handles the going. That's the question mark. Alinda from New Zealand is at 9-1. Lynn's Love is scratched. 10-1 Dream Faith, 9-2 Grandiose, Fearless Hand at 10-1. Investor, he's the likely early leader. He's 11-2. Jimmy Cassidy's mount. Dollar Sterling is scratched. 3-1 Royal Handout. Getting out of fraction, making him about 13-4, 3 1/4. He likes the wet, and he's ridden by Ron Quinton. 100 Sanhedrin's Pride, Rainbow High Out, 20 Blazing Fontaine, 33 Whiskey George, and long odds 66 Tetu Topaz. Johnny, I want it to be a grandiose occasion.
We'll soon know, Ken. All set and ready to run in the Verve Clico. The gates fly open. They're off and running. A great start. Sanhedrin's Pride went straight back to the tail of the field, and Royal Handout bounced out in front of Fearless Hand and Investor, followed by Whiskey George, Dream Faith, Tetu Topaz, and Grandiose midfield on settling. Blazing Fontaine is out 3 deep, and then Alinda a gap to Rendu, and tailed off is the stayer Sanhedrin's Pride. About to come through the gap onto the course proper, and Quinton has Royal Handout travelling well in front, led by nearly a length to Investor, 2.5 away now to Fearless Hand, and then Dream Faith, followed by Whiskey George. A length to Blazing Fontaine. Grandiose about 8 lengths off the lead. Then Tetu Topaz, followed by Alinda and Rendu, and tailed right off Sanhedrin's Pride. The 2 leaders have cleared out coming to the turn. Royal Handout a half length on Investor. About 5 away Dream Faith, followed by Fearless Hand, and then Whiskey George. In the straight now, 300 out. Royal Handout is joined by Investor. They're well clear of Dream Faith, and Grandiose starting to run on gamely on the inside. Investor and Royal Handout are fighting it out. They're still 4 in front of Dream Faith and Grandiose. Investor running about all over the track. He won't go straight, but he draws clear close to home. Royal Handout getting very tired in second place now, and Investor is coming right away, and he's going to win easily. Investor scored well over Royal Handout with Grandiose third. Fourth is Dream Faith, and well back then Alinda, Whiskey George, Rendu, Tetu Topaz, then Blazing Fontaine, and the last couple of Fearless Hand and Sanhedrin's Pride. Gee, what happened to Investor there about 100 metres out? He slewed, he screwed, he looked, he was very resentful of Jim Cassidy's whip. That's the impression I got. Didn't fancy it one little bit. Number 7, Investor, $3.30 and $1. Now, Royal Handout will get second, beaten fair and square on the place tote 90 cents, and Grandiose will get third, number 5, and he'll pay 80. Ken, did you see Investor ducking and diving about 100 out there?
Yeah, I don't know what happened, John. He just turned sideways. There's a crossing there today where they've let people cross from the inside. I'm just not sure if it happened to that same position, but he certainly did shy. But funny thing, John, I thought he was in a bit of trouble of getting beaten again by Royal Handout before that happened. Then he dropped him in a stride and dashed right away. Maxie Lees has certainly got the clue to this horse, and he's won a string of races with him lately. That was the story of the Verve Clico Stakes. No excuses for the others. Investor did it at both ends, and he won handsomely for the leading jockey, Jimmy Cassidy. 1 to go. And in the lucky last time, going for the Colin Hayes trained Orthall, TAB number 1.
Good on you, Ken. You're a great judge. I've made him my best bet of the day, number 1, Orthall. Even though he's burdened with a heap of weight, the track, having improved so much, is going to stand him in good stead. And when you consider that he started at 6-1 in the Australian Cup at Flemington a fortnight ago against horses like Vo Rogue and Bone Crusher, he's got to be hard to beat in the last race at Rose Hill today, even though he did finish some 10 lengths behind Dandy Andy in the Australian Cup. Well, the numbers official are 7.95 on the Verve Cliquot, 7.95. Investor about to return to scale. Still to come this afternoon, and I'm looking forward to seeing this one. The Russian dance champions defend their crown on Wide World of Sports.
$30, the Quinella $7, and the Trifecta $61.85. Flighty Native $16.95 and $2.80 in Adelaide. Opal Digger $75. Foolish Notion $115. Daily Double in Adelaide was $137.75. Magic Constant Flighty Native. Trifecta $935.80 and the Quinella $35.50. At the barrier for race 7, change of... Go, racing. And he jumped out with Green Invasion. And is going to lead on settling down. Seas Rising last. Apollo Run back with him and Cindy's Appeal. Change of Habit, no pace again today. The bolter Jackanory Jones goes up and joins Green Invasion at the 1200. Ranchero Star, Place Your Order. Lord Tiamo around the outside. Prolong about 6 as they settle with Casanora. Isker on the inside, a length away Cosumate. A half Raj Quartet, Cindy's Appeal. A half length further back, Change of Habit. 2 to Apollo Run and a half to Seas Rising. Going very hard up towards the 800. Jackanory Jones about a half Lord Tiamo, and they've gone away 5 or 6 lengths in front of Green Invasion. Ranchero Star, Place Your Order off the fence. Casanora Iskra, then Consummate further back. Prolong, Raj Quartet, Cindy's Appeal. Change of Habit third last. Apollo Run second last, and 2 to Seas Rising. Lord Tiamo hanging badly has joined Jackanory Jones, but they've gone very hard. They'll come from the back. 3 to Green Invasion, Place Your Order, Iskra the rail. Then Ranchero Star, Consummate being wound up. Prolong with a big run. Again, Raj Quartet hooking out with a run. Lord Tiamo led Green Invasion, Place Your Order under the whip. Consummate, here's Prolong out wide, running on well. It's on the fence going through Casanora, but out wide Prolong's taken the lead from Green Invasion and Consummate and Raj Quartet. Prolong a maiden before today, goes on to win. Raj Quartet's got second, Consummate third, Green Invasion. Then Cindy's Appeal running on. Lord Tiamo, Seas Rising from last with Apollo Run. Casanora, Place Your Order. Then Change of Habit, one of the last, Ranchero Star. Jackanory Jones and Iskra. Gee, they went hard, Des. 1:23 for the time.
Yes, it was a very fastly run race, and you could say that Prolong has become of age today.
12 Prolong, 1460 and 450. 7 Raj Quartet, 125 and 11 Consummate, 150. Quinella, 4660. Trifecta, $885.30. The running double, $83.65. Quadrella, $1,400.95. And the daily double, $212.30 on 2 and 12. The next event in Sydney is the final event on the program. Colin Hayes hasn't trained a winner all day in each of the 3 states, yet he's
Special graduation.
just a couple to be brought forward in Adelaide.
And the Lappy Lad missed it by about 3 or 4. Battle Law a bit slow to begin. Jolly Good Thought came out running with Row Best, National Fear and Bogey's Best, and driving through is Sir Ivor Tan to claim them. Sir Ivor Tan draws to the slender lead from National Fear out wide. Row Best between them, Bogey's Best deep, and then came Battle Law, Jolly Good Thought, Savage Summer. About 2 lengths further back came Dansker on the inside of Light the Lot. 2 lengths almost then to Iglesias, who's last of the main body. There's another one with it, China Clipper. 6 lengths away then to True Finish. He's a fair way out of ground, a fair way back too. Behind those came Lappy Lad and Balvery. So they work onto the side now. Off the far side of the course, and the leader, Sir Ivor Tan, a length now. 2 in second position, National Fear. 2 lengths away or a little more to Bogey's Best, Battle Law, Row Best. Then Light the Lot, followed further back in the field with 1,000 to run by Jolly Good Thought, starting to warm up. Savage Summer, China Clipper on its inside, a length and a half to 2 away Iglesias. 3 True Finish, 1.5 away Balvery, and 2 to Lappy Lad, who hasn't got got its mind on the job for the moment. They race up now to the 800-metre mark, and it's still Survivor 10 by a length to National Fear. Like the Lot moves up on the outside in a line of almost 3 as they come to the swing into the straight. Then Battle Law behind those closing ground. Bogey's Best, Jolly Good Thought joining in. Robesk out very deep on the track, followed by a Glacius Balvery. Lappy Lad doing nothing, and neither's True Finish. China Clippers back about 7th on the rail and struggling. 400 to run now, and on the outside, National Fear has gone up to head-on terms with Survivor 10, but here's Jolly Good Thought coming at them, and Jolly Good Thought races up right down the outside. Lappy Lad late on the scene. Jolly Good Thought the leader. True Finish coming at it. National Fear battles on, but it's Jolly Good Thought in front. True Finish runs to second, then National Fear and Lappy Lad, Battle Law and China Clipper. Jolly Good Thought, too good, wins it from second True Finish, third China Clipper or Battle Law, and out very wide was Lappy Lad. Needed another couple of 100 metres. Further back in the field behind those down on the inside section next.
10-14, a photo for third between 3 and 2. Ricky Barone did take his place in that field on the ride with Battle Law. The protest dismissed at Flemington, protest dismissed, and correct weight is now there. 10-14 in a photo as we go back to Phil.
They're all in between. Right.
Well, we've had all the big money racing out at Rosehill today with the Golden Slipper Stakes and the Tancred Stakes. Now we come down to the lucky last, where I guess, Johnny Tapp, all the punters will be trying to get hold of some money.
Yes, Ian, Orthal is the horse that has been pretty well supported. Ken will tell you about that in a moment. The race is called the Neville Selwood Superfecta, named after the late, great Neville Selwood, who won the first Golden Slipper 31 years ago on the illustrious Todman. Talking about old-time jockeys, I just happened to notice a sight for sentimentalists a short time ago in the mounting enclosure at Rosehill. Larry Olsen, who rode the Slipper winner, posed for photographs with 4 great riders of yesteryear. George Moore, Billy Pyers, Athol George Mully and Darby McCarthy. Ken, did you notice them? Hasn't Darby stacked on some weight?
John, they all look bigger than me. They say Larry looked like that before he went on his brown rice diet, but I bet he's glad he did. The winner of 2 $1 million races, the Melbourne Cup and now the Golden Slipper. Georgie Porgy did look a bit porgy. Let's look at these prices on the last. Orthal, the tip from John and I. He's 2 to 1, making him about 15 to 8. About just under 2 to 1 on the tape, showing about $1.45 for 50 cents. Sea Swift is at 20 to 1, Drought is scratched. Ostensible 5 to 2, 9 to 4. Lord Highbrow at 7 to 1. Algonquin Club is scratched. 9 to 1 Semstar. He'll be up near the lead and he likes it wet. He'll be hard to beat. Flight Bijou is scratched. 14 Bail Up. Imperial Majesty is scratched. 14 Son of Bijou. 60 Avondale Star. 12 Adatari. Mildew was a late scratching. It was scratched only about an hour ago, so you could have backed him on the tab this morning. 80 to 1 Lavero, 50 Wilhelm and 100 to 1 Brentano. The punters, well, they're deciding between Ostensible and Orthal, and those 2 ordinary judges, J Tapp and Kay Callender, we're on Orthal.
OK, mate, let's hope he can get home despite carrying our combined weights. Orthal, raced by Sheikh Hamdan, who's slowly but surely building up his team of horses in Australia. Now, Lord Highbrow appears to be the only one still out of line at the 2,000 metre starting point. Again, it's a blind start, and they'll travel 50 or 60 metres before racing into view after the official drops the white flag. Ostensible stands up nicely in the gates, ridden by Ron Quinton, who won a race on Ostensible at Randwick last preparation. Ostensible is raced in partnership by former champion jockey George Moore with Laurie Connell and Peter Gallagher. Now, they're off and running in the final race, and they'll be in view in a moment, and here they come, and it's Adatari and Lavero, the 2 leaders, over Semstar Brentano, followed by Son of Bijou, Ostensible. Evandale Star prominent going over the 1800 crossing, and then Lord Highbrow. Getting back then is Sea Swift, followed by Bail Up, and Wilhelm is back at the tail of the field, and Orthal has worked his way up now to be running third as they go past the 1600 mark and sweeping to the back, and Brentano took over, kicked away by more than a length. Now, I think the leader tried tried to kick out there, Brentano. He seemed to kick up, and the horse racing directly behind him, Lavero, shied rather badly and momentarily hampered Orthal. About 2 lengths away, Semstar, followed by Adatari, and then Ostensible and Son of Bijou. A little more than a length to Lord Highbrow, and well back Evandale Star, Bail Up, followed by Sea Swift, who's second last, and Wilheimer's 2 lengths away last. At the 1100 mark, Brentano led. There's plenty of pace on. In front by a length and a quarter to Lavero. About 2 lengths away in third place is Orthal on the outside of Adatari, and then Semstar. The field starts to bunch up now from Ostensible, Lord Highbrow, Son of Bijou. Further back, Evandale Star, Bail Up, and Sea Swift, who's about 4 deep now, and still Wilheimer's last, but they're packing up at the 800, and Brentano led Lavero. Orthal is now moving up quickly towards the lead as they come down the side towards the home corner. Just behind those, Ostensible as they near the bend, followed by Adatari. Semstar's up in that leading bunch, followed by Son of Bijou, Evandale Star, Sea Swift, and a long gap to Bail Up, and Wilhelm as they come to the corner. Brentano just led Lavero with Orthal joining in 3 wide, and Orthal has hit the front now. Orthal takes the lead as they turn for home. Semstar wider out, running on well, and then Son of Bijou, Ostensible with nowhere to go. He's blocked behind a wall of horses, and here comes Lord Highbrow putting in a big run. Orthal is tackled by Lord Highbrow at the 200 mark. Ostensible getting a split near the inside. Ostensible got the rails run to join Orthal and Lord Highbrow. They're fighting it out clear of Son of Bijou. Ostensible in front. Orthal won't give up. He's trying desperately, but Ostensible's a little too strong, and Ostensible wins it a neck to Orthal. He's a game customer, Orthal. Third's close, Son of Bijou and Lord Highbrow. Then Semstar, Sea Swift, and Evandale Star, Bail Up, Adatari. Well back, Wilhelm, followed by Brentano and Lavero, pulled up at the tail of the field. Oh, Ostensible was in all sorts of trouble trying to get a run about 200 metres out when suddenly a split came near the inside. Quinton switched across to the rail. Ostensible hit the front. Orthal tried desperately to pick him up again, but just couldn't reach him. Now, the winner, Ostensible, ridden by Ron Quinton. George Moore will be doing handsprings down there in the stand. It'll pay $1.65 and 80. Orthal, nothing if not game. He's a gutsy horse, 80 cents. And third was pretty close, Son of Bijou or Lord Highbrow. Gee, tried hard, Orthal, Ken?
I thought he was beaten 10 times, John. I thought he wasn't going to run a place at the furlong. Only thing is, we're not the only ones that noticed him, and you won't get on him next time. You said George was doing handstands. He certainly was, and Ostensible got the cash. Oh, well, not too many winners here today. We'll do better next week, and I'm sure if everyone enjoys a twoies in the meantime, we'll all be happy.
Thanks, Ken. Well, I'll certainly be doing that before darkness falls. I can give you the tip. Oh, no, I'll probably miss failing daylight now because we've lost that hour. OK, numbers are 4, 1 and 11. 4, 1 and 11. Ostensible first, Orthal second, and Son of Bijou has run third. The winner, Ostensible, is part owned by former champion jockey George Moore, jointly with Laurie Connell and Mr. Peter Gallagher, and is a bay or brown horse, a 5-year-old by Alleged out of Proud Patty, and is trained by Paul Sutherland at Rose Hill, who won an earlier race, the Carringbush Cup, with Mighty Willem, so it's a double for the stable, and Ron Quinton rode Ostensible. Orthal, a very game horse under his big weight. He tried his heart out down the running. A bay horse, a 5-year-old by Shergar out of Galetto, trained by Colin Hayes, and 11 has run third, Son of Bijou, ridden by Malcolm Johnston, and on the place toad he'll pay $1.70. Now, Superfecta takers, if you're interested, Lord Highbrow fourth, fifth was Semstar, and officially sixth was number 12, and that was Evandale Star. All right, well, that winds it up on Golden Slipper Day, but stand by. Next up on Wide World of Sports, the flying 18-foot skiffs do battle in the scratch race.
Previous prolong, 1460 and 450. Make out you can't see those starting prices because we're not supposed to show you before the last. Raj Quartet 125, so block those out of your mind. Consummate 150, Quinella 46.60, Trifecta 885.30, and the double $83.65. Coming up well in the last, and Auburnide's gone up. We've got Mighty Tidy to come up, Windy Sun I should say, and Roman Gunner and King of Brooklyn. King of Brooklyn goes in, and they're set for the last. Zars Boris, the rails runner, favourite in the last, Alfarah Stack. That's the way to say it. It doesn't spell like that, but that's the way to say Alfarah Stack in the last. Same colours as at Talac. Historic drawn in close. Light on racing in the last. And caught them in a pretty good line, dropping out after the start to south of Belmont, and also slow to begin Mighty Tidy and Admiral Boy. Away fast, King of Brooklyn. Oh, gee, Zars Boris, the boy's fallen on it. Boys come off on Zars Boris, Darren Murphy, and fortunately, none of the other horses were interfered with. So Darren Murphy looks to be okay, and I think he is okay, as King of Brooklyn leads at the 1600. 3 lengths to Auburnight, a length further back on the field, Windy Sun, then Historic. Roman Gunner, our Farristack in that group of horses from Beat That, a length and a half further back on the field, then to Mighty Dom. A couple of lengths away south of Belmont. Spartan Valley's up about 5th as they settle. South of Belmont, 3 from the back. Behind it is Mighty Tidy and a half-length Admiral Boy. Well, King of Brooklyn doing a Vogue. He's been running against him lately at the 1200, and he led by 4 or 5 to Auburnight. On the fence, Windy Sun, then Roman Gunner on the outside of our Farristack. A length away to Beat That, a half-length further back, Spartan Valley Historic, 2 to Mighty Dom. 2 to south of Belmont, a length away then to Mighty Tidy, and 2 lengths Admiral Boy, and Zars Boris lost his jockey. 900 out. King of Brooklyn about 3 or 4 lengths in front, steadied. Auburnight in second placing. Windy Sun on the fence, a length and a half out. Farristack given a crack with the whip. 1 away to Beat That. Roman Gunner in that group of horses from Spartan Valley. South of Belmont starting to improve. Historic further back, 3 or 4 lengths away. Mighty Tidy and a half Admiral Boy. On the turn, 400 out. King of Brooklyn coming back to them, a length to Auburnight. Windy Sun, our Farristack. Roman Gunner out very wide and coming around them with a good run. Beat That, and south of Belmont joining in. 400 out, King of Brooklyn given a crack with the whip, about a length to Auburnight. Further back, Mighty Dom. Out wide, south of Belmont, our Farristack struggling. South of Belmont sweeping up the King of Brooklyn and Auburnight with 300 to go. Behind them, Mighty Dom trying to get out, south of Belmont and King of Brooklyn. King of Brooklyn tackled by south of Belmont with 100 to go. King of Brooklyn a half head in front. He's finding something to the toppy. South of Belmont coming at him, won't get him. King of Brooklyn all the way in the last from south of Belmont. Mighty Dom third, then Auburnight, Admiral Boy. Behind them, Windy Sun further back. Beat That, our Farristack was disappointing. Spartan Valley, Roman Gunner didn't fire at all today. One of the last was Historic, and back with it, Mighty Tidy. And Zars Boris, well, he fell about 100 metres after the start. Darren Murphy, I can't see him at the moment because
he's
the
just
ambulance...
behind the ambulance. He did stand to his feet, threw his cap off, and I think he then sat down, but we can't see it from here. But the horse...
Brooklyn 370 and 135, south of Belmont 180, Mighty Dom 305, the Quinella 2175. Trifecta $430.95, the double $176.05, and the quad extra $5,300.10. Interim on the last, so correct weight is there. Correct weight on the last. Down to you, Phil.
Yes, Bruce. Well, from a program point of view, it's been a pretty difficult day with the way the races were placed in Sydney and in Adelaide, but fortunately we've got through them, and we hope you've enjoyed the telecast we've been able to present to you today, particularly the big races out of Sydney.
Sensible 140 and 75. Althal 85 cents. Son of Bijou third paid $1.60. Quinella was $2.50, very favourable, and the Trifecta 43.65. The last event in Victoria Park, which was race number 7. Jolly Good Thought, the winner, $3.05 and $1. Ted Cameron trains that, and he trained the winner the last race in Melbourne. Terrific double. National Fear second, $3.45. Battle Law third, $3.05. 70-40 Quinella, $2,553 for the Trifecta, and the extra double paid $32.95. We'll take a break and come back shortly.
They were successful today, but the steeplechaser won well at 9-4 from Tarula, the New Zealander at 6-1, and Golden Sino third at 7s. Second, I thought the favourite was a bit unlucky here, Sound Gold. Spending got it right on the post at 8-1. Sound Gold 6-4 favourite. My Abbey third at 8-1. In the third race, Shea Avalon at 4-1 beat Pegnell at 66s in a photo, and Broadway Bound was the 11-8 on favourite. We came to the big race of the day, the Sires Produce Stakes, and the 9-4 on favourite was Vitalik. 300, Acid Test trying to get out with Rockets, out wide Vitalik and Glowing Tribute. Vitalik still flying out wide. Wonder Dance at the distance took the lead from Kingston Heritage. Vitalik finishing hard with Glowing Tribute. Wonder Dance